Hi, I'm Harry Warwick, founder of Carolina House Publishing. Today, I want to talk about something that can make or break your book before a single word gets read. Your cover. Let me be direct. Your cover is the most important piece of marketing your book will ever have. It is the first thing a reader sees when they scroll through Amazon search results, browse a bookstore page, or glance at a social media post. You have about 2 seconds to grab their attention. 2 seconds. If your cover does not stop them in that moment, they scroll right past your book and they are gone. It does not matter how good your writing is, it does not matter how powerful your story is. If the cover fails, the reader never opens the book to find out. So, why do so many book covers fall flat? It comes down to a rare combination that most designers simply do not have. A great book cover requires two things working together at the same time. The first is artistic skill. The visual design has to be striking, professional, and appropriate for the genre. It has to look like it belongs on a shelf next to the top sellers in your category. The second is an understanding of sales psychology. The cover has to do more than look pretty. It has to trigger curiosity. It has to communicate the right emotional tone in an instant. It has to signal to the exact right reader that this book was written for them. That combination of art and psychology is incredibly rare. Most graphic designers can make something that looks attractive, but they do not understand what makes a reader stop scrolling and click. Most marketers understand buyer behavior, but they cannot translate that knowledge into a visual that actually works on a bookshelf. When you find someone who can do both, they charge accordingly. That is why professional book cover design can easily cost $1,000 or more. Some designers charge 2 or 3,000 for a single cover, and for authors just getting started, that kind of price tag can feel impossible, but that is exactly why we built our cover design service at Carolina House Publishing. We wanted to give authors access to professional market-ready covers without the price tag that makes you question whether publishing is even worth pursuing. We offer two paths depending on your needs, your vision, and your budget. Our first option is the AI assisted cover design at $99. This gives you access to a library of category specific visual styles created with the latest design technology. You choose a direction that fits your genre, and we customize it with your title, your author name, and any additional text you need. This option works beautifully for fiction authors looking for eye catching imagery that stands out in a crowded marketplace. It also works extremely well for nonfiction authors who want a sharp, modern, professional look. At $99, this is one of the most affordable professional cover options you will find anywhere in the industry. And I want to be clear about something. Affordable does not mean generic. These covers are designed to compete visually with anything on the bestseller lists. Our second option is the graphic artist cover design at $500. This connects you with a professional designer who builds your cover from scratch. It is a fully custom process where the artist works directly with you to create a one of a kind cover tailored to your book, your genre, and your audience. If you have a very specific vision for your cover or you want something that stands completely apart from everything else on the shelf, this is the path built for you. Even at $500, you are paying a fraction of what most independent designers charge for this level of custom work. Both options deliver everything you need to publish. You receive a high resolution front cover file ready for digital publishing, a full wraparound cover file for print editions, including the spine and back cover, and files formatted to meet the upload requirements of Amazon KDP, Ingram Spark, and other major platforms. You also receive a round of revisions so the final product is exactly what you want before it goes live. Now, here is a bonus for authors in our published author program. Signed Carolina House authors receive a 25% discount on all cover design services. That brings the AI assisted cover design down to just $74.25 and the graphic artist option down to $375. On top of that, our published authors receive free upload service to our Amazon KDP and print book systems. You do not have to wrestle with any of the technical requirements. Babe, we handle all of it for you. I have been in this industry for decades and I have published over 80 books. I can tell you from personal experience that a strong cover changes everything about how a book performs. It changes how readers perceive your credibility. It changes your click through rate on Amazon. It changes how your book looks when someone shares it on social media. It even changes how you feel about your own work. Oh, there is something powerful about holding a book with a cover that looks like it belongs on a bestseller list, and that confidence carries into everything you do as an author. If you are not sure which option is the right fit for your book, just reach out and tell us about your project. We will walk you through both paths and help you choose the direction that makes the most sense for your genre, your audience, and your budget. And if your project calls for something outside the scope of these two packages, we are happy to put together a custom quote. Visit Carolina House Publishing.com, click on Cover Design under Services, and take a look at the fiction and nonfiction cover examples we have designed for our authors. When you are ready, place your order and let us give your book the cover it deserves because your words earned a first impression that makes readers stop and pay attention. I'm Harry Warwick. Thanks for watching.